Hi everyone, my name is Chris, and for this week's experiential activity, art therapy, I chose the third art therapy intervention, the second choice, the draw yourself as a vehicle. It was honestly a combination of drawing yourself as an animal and drawing yourself as a vehicle. Recently, I have felt like a caged elephant who wants a bicycle but is stuck with a unicycle. Bicycles seem so shiny and flashy because most people have them, and not many people have a unicycle or know how to ride one. I lost my bicycle and got stuck with this unicycle. I keep trying to overcome my past, but circumstances beyond my control have made it hard to move forward for a while. Now I feel a little trapped in my present, stuck with my unicycle, feeling like I don't know how to use it, how to ride it, or that I can really go anywhere. I would like to be back on my bike again. I want to go anywhere and do anything I want again. I like the freedom that comes with two wheels instead of one. It has been tough taking time to stop and repair the other wheel. There have been many ups and downs. However, I know that with the proper training, after all the repairs, and if I stick with it, I will be able to do everything I used to do again. Now I appreciate having two wheels because I know what it is like to go without one. Even though relearning how to ride a bike again should be easy, because I have been doing it my whole life, it is actually a lot harder than it seems to go back to the basics and relearn after all the repairs. My bike does not ride the same as it used to, and that is okay. It is something I have to come to peace with. It rides a different way, and it will take some time, patience, practice, and getting used to. My bike wants to be able to do its day to day and hit the trails again like it used to. My concern is that my bike is being forced to work as efficiently as it used to before it is ready. However, I have been practicing with my unicycle and actively working on relearning how to ride my bike. As Eleanor Roosevelt says, you must do the thing you think you cannot. I am sure my bike will be riding efficiently again before I know it. I just have to ride through a lot of peaks and valleys to get there. My mother and boyfriend have been along for the ride and have been very supportive of my journey. They have supported the balance of my unicycle and have been with me every step of the way as I have learned to improve my riding on it. It has been a challenging journey of learning to use my unicycle and then trying to get my bicycle back and relearn how to ride it. My family has been by my side, getting me the tools and equipment my unicycle and bicycle need. They have picked me up every time I have fallen off. My family attends every practice session, watching me get stronger and slowly improve my unicycling and bicycling skills. They have encouraged me to leave my comfort zone, which is why I'm not as confined as I used to be or as I feel I am. Each little push they make helps me get stronger. This journey has been filled with a bunch of baggage that I have been trying to let go of. It feels like the baggage just kept holding on to me. Yet now I have my unicycle and I am relearning how to ride my bicycle, so I'm finally on the other side of this mountain. My process of the activity was that I enjoyed the concept of imagining myself as a vehicle and where it was going. The irony of this whole assignment is that I was actually called a vehicle this week. Wherever I am, my parking pass follows. I really got into the symbolism of this activity, a unicycle versus a bicycle, Also, instead of drawing myself as a person, I drew myself as a caged elephant after reading the Draw Yourself as an Animal prompt. I personally got disheartened with the materials we were supposed to use for this assignment. I'm not really a fan of crayons or oil pastels because of their texture, and I feel you have less control with them. My project did not turn out how I expected because the materials made different markings than I would have liked or did not fill in the shapes as I had intended. Therefore, although I found the symbolism to be very cathartic, I also found the process very frustrating. The more I filled in with the pastels, the more I wanted to stop. Clients may face similar challenges. They may become frustrated with the chosen materials compared to having the option to pick their own medium. I have mixed feelings about this. I see how pushing someone outside their comfort zone and encouraging them to use a different medium can be beneficial. To remind them it is about the process, not the product. Emotions are messy, and so is the art that stems from them. However, I also see how it could cause someone to shut down and put up a wall because their art did not go the way they had hoped. However, I was surprised by how my art still expressed what I wanted, a caged elephant on a unicycle, even if it wasn't the way I intended. Therefore, it may be a valuable lesson for clients that the art may not turn out as they had hoped, but it still ends up better than they had anticipated. Sometimes it is better not to have a plan and just pick up the material and see where it takes you. This would be a good intervention to use with people with anxiety, depression, PTSD, trauma, or other populations that may not have the words or may not know where they are going or what they want. This can be an excellent way for them to problem solve or figure out how they are feeling and what they want. Considering baggage and who will help come along with them, what may help them see their support system and who they can turn to. This intervention may also help them articulate and clarify what they truly want, enabling the counselor and themselves to understand their needs better. It may also help them realize what they're holding on to that they may need to consider letting go of. One of my favorite quotes is, "Everyone gets to choose what they carry with them in life." You choose what you carry, and often you realize that the good stuff tends to be a lot lighter, leaves a lot more room for, and there's a lot more room for them than the heavy, bad stuff that can weigh us down. Some goals I would consider for these populations from this intervention are improve emotional regulation, develop emotional insight, improve self-esteem, improve self-awareness, improve mood, and reduce symptoms. Thank you for watching my video this week.